What if you just had 1,000 shillings to start a business? What business would you do? Welcome to the channel. My name is James. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do so right now. Click on the bell icon to get notified any single video I do. This channel is all about business ideas, how to finance your business, how to register it, and business ideas just like this one. Let's get those credits rolling. If you just have 1,000 shillings, here are business ideas for you. Number one is selling eggs. I will walk you through how to start the business. This is what you need to do. You need to look for at least one crate of eggs, which at a retail scale would be about 300 to about 360 shillings. So from the 1,000 shillings, you'll have spent 360 shillings on the eggs. Then you need to buy tomatoes. Buy tomatoes for about 100 shillings. Then get as well onions for the same amount. That will make your kachumbari. So from there, you've spent 560 shillings. Then you need to buy salt as well. 10 shillings would be enough. You'll need to buy tomato sauce and chili sauce if need be. That will cost you about another 200 shillings. So right now you're at about 800 shillings. Then from there you need to also buy a small bucket. A clear one would do. That would cost you between 100 and 200 shillings, and you have actually gotten your 1,000 shillings. Then from there you need to walk around stages, bus stages that is, and you are selling to anyone who would like to buy one. So you have bought them, then you sell them. Usually the market price at this time is about 20 shillings. So suppose you actually purchase the one tray, you will get double the amount on that particular day. So on the very first day that you do the business, you will have spent 360 shillings, say 400 shillings. And then on the eggs, you will make about 700 or even 800 shillings on your first day. So on the first day, you'll actually just make a loss because of the fact that you have bought something that you'll use every day, which is the bucket, and the salt and the sauces will stay for more than one day. So once you keep on doing that, you will continue to replicate that business, and every single day you make sure that you sell the tray of eggs. Of course, as you go on, you will continue to grow your business. So business number one is egg selling. Business number two, which is corresponding to the first one, is selling Smokies. Now, sometimes when you're in jam, like I saw on Thika Road one of these days, is that people are actually selling Smokies and sausages, mostly Smokies, at the end of the day, because Smokies are easier to actually sell. All you need to do is buy a pack. A pack is about 250 shillings. There's a larger one that is about 500 shillings. You can actually buy a full one at 500. Then you also do the same thing. You can also buy tomatoes and onions to make some small kachumbari. They go for 25 shillings when you're selling them on retail, and you grow your business in that way. These two businesses that I've talked about, what you need to watch out for is that you need a really good location at a time when there is a lot of foot traffic, because it works well early in the morning when people are going to work, and late in the evening at stages where people are waiting for buses to board them, or the people who are at the stage, the conductors, they're usually very good customers. You can go to petrol stations as well and sell to petrol station attendants, because many of them will be your kind of customers. People who are on the roadside, anyone that you walk near, people will ask if you're selling, and you can even, it's a kind of hawking business that you will get in. Business number three is selling of sweets and bananas. So what you need to do is go to a supermarket and buy sweets, tropicals and the orbits and all those. Eclairs as well, they go really well. There's another alternative to eclairs which I see people selling on the roads, which is a little cheaper than eclairs, and that's what they sell as the alternative, because eclairs are a bit more expensive. But the same concept applies. All you need to do is hook them at places where cars are just waiting. They go really well. Even there are those people who now get into matatus and actually sell there. So they walk in and sell to the people who are in the matatu, and then walk out when the matatu is about to move if it was in jam. So this is a good business that you can get into, because there is no upstart cost. There is no stall that you're going to pay for. There's no one really that you need to pay. All you need to do is make sure that you have a good relationship with conductors, because sometimes you give them a suite, which for you is an entry fee into that matatu, and that is a business cost that you will be incurring. Because when you buy a tropical and then you sell 3 of them at 10 shillings or such, which is what I see people selling it at right now, you will still make money from that particular pack that you're selling. Then on bananas, it's the same thing. But if you even don't have money, you can go to someone who actually sells bananas and pick them from them at about 5 or 6 shillings, or even on credit, and sell them on the road. And then at the end of the day, you take back their money back to them, plus some little profit that you will give them because of lending it to you. And then you can be able to remain with the balance at the end of the day. The money that you get at the end of the day, you can be able to use that as an opening stock on the next day, buy a few things that you need to get at the end of that day, which is probably your flour and stew that you need to make. And then once you have done that, then you're good to go. The next day you repeat the process. The one thing that you need to remember when you're selling bananas is to make sure that you get good bananas that are actually ripe enough, not too ripe. And when you're selling them, you can actually make a lot of money, because you make about 100% on the cost that you're actually selling them at. The next business is on second-hand clothes. I know we've spoken a lot about second-hand clothing and selling of clothing, but this goes a step further. When you go to some markets, you can be able to actually find clothing at 30 shillings, at 20 shillings, sometimes even at 10 shillings. What you need to go and do is go there and try and pick the best outfits that you can be able to pick from that pack. You need to actually get hands-on. Sometimes you need to get to those markets very early in order to be able to get the best kind of outfits. Then what you need to do after that is pick those clothing, take them home and wash them, get them dry, probably take an iron on them, and then now you can resell them. Something that you bought at 10 shillings, you can even sell at 50 shillings or even at 100. You get the margins that you're getting, then you keep on repeating that. All you need to do is make sure that you keep going to those places where you get them very cheap. There are markets, and I'll place them in the description below, where you can be able to go and get some good, nice clothing, then resell them, then do the process over and over again. So there is no excuse for you if you just have 1,000 shillings and you need to start a business. But maybe you're there and you're thinking, I don't have 1,000 shillings, I have no money, completely no money. There's a video that I've done right here that I'll place a link to, that you can watch. If you completely have no money, there's still some other businesses that you can get into. And as you have watched this video, please place a comment down below if you've ever started a business like that. What business are you into, and what business would you like to start? I'd love to know in the comments below. So share this video, subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.